Hello and welcome to a steeped episode of Go on Shaw TV. This week I've got my taste buds ready to try the age-old beverage of tea. Sure, most of us drink coffee these days, but I'm sure tea can hold up a fight in the flavor wars. Now, I know very little about tea, so I'm visiting Heather Freund, a local tea enthusiast. I wonder what there is to learn. Hi, Heather.
Hi, welcome to my home.
Thanks for having me. I'm
You're
very much
very
looking forward
welcome.
to this. That'll be great.
Do you like tea?
I think so.
You will after today.
Oh, great. Wow, this is quite the setup you have
Yes, what I have for you today are 11 stations of different teas. So what you're going to do today is really you're going to try the 5 types of tea. White, green, black, oolong, pu'er. And the colors will range from almost clear as we move around the table to basically black. This is all about the loose leaf. Tea bag tea is fine. It's what most of us grew up on. I grew up on tea bag tea. But tea bag tea, what really happens with a tea bag is you really lose the delicate nuances of the tea in the bag because the average tea bag has over 100 types of tea in it.
Oh, really?
So you're not getting anything characteristic in a tea bag because the supplier or the producer of the tea bags produces millions of tea bags, even sometimes in a day, and they have to have consistency in brewing.
Right.
So a tea bag is fine. You're going to get tea in the bag, and also tea bag tea is designed for one-time use. You use your tea bag, it's discarded.
Right.
Loose leaf, we can infuse these teas over and over and over, and each time you're going to get a slightly different flavor. So this is your white tea. This is your Pine Tan, and we're going to steep this for about 2 to 3 minutes. So let's just get this going in here. And for a pot, you want to probably, we want to make enough water in there. It probably should be about probably just under half full.
All right. Cheers.
Yes, gently. It's a very old teacup.
Ding. We'll just say.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. I don't know what I'm tasting.
That's okay. It's very, very delicate.
Yeah, it's very
And it's very
soft.
fine.
Yeah.
And yes, and it should finish with a tiny bit of sweetness on your tongue after you've had some.
Yeah, there's a little bit of sweetness there.
Right?
Yeah.
So let's move on to the greens. So this is the Chinese green, and I'm going to pour a little bit again into and then you need to have a little smell of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that nice? So green tea gets a tiny little bit more processing, but it's basically considered unprocessed as well.
Okay.
So you're still going to get all those beautiful health benefits from the tea. One thing too I love about the teas is you get to have all the different folklores. The stories, yes, like a green tea, a famous green tea in China is the Dragon Well. And that is the most coveted green tea in China. And Dragon Well green, the story behind the Dragon Well is when the villagers wanted rain, the Taoist priest told them to pray to the dragon that lived in the well. So the villagers gathered around the well and they prayed and they prayed and they prayed to the dragon that the monk said lived in the priest said lived in the well. And sure enough, it rained. And so ever since then, they pray to the dragon in the well. And when you swirl the water in the well, it actually takes on a dragon-like quality. It looks like a dragon that could be swimming down there. Oh. And what they scientifically have proven is that the groundwater comes up, or the deep water comes up and meets the groundwater. And because they're 2 different densities, you get almost like a swirling motion in the water. But Dragon Well, and apparently the well is still there.
Wow.
So this is going back to centuries of old stories. So lots of really fun folklore. I love history, and I love geography, and I love learning about other countries. So tea kind of just went along with all the different things that I was already in.
Now you teach all the stuff at UFV. Tell me a little more about your classes. What happens there?
Well, these classes are a lot of fun. I put a proposal to UFV last summer to teach tea. because I had taken courses at Vancouver Community College in obviously in the city.
Yeah.
And I found that there was so much that I felt I could pass on to other people. I don't consider myself to be a tea expert. I consider myself to be a tea enthusiast.
Okay.
Because an expert is really, I really just enjoy this for my own personal fun.
Right.
And maybe one day I'll have a store.
Yeah.
But really, I just like sharing my knowledge. So the courses are called Nuances of Tea, and it runs for 6 weeks starting September 15th. At the UFV campus. It's actually in the campus where they have the trades and technology.
Just around here.
Yes,
yeah,
around the corner
south,
from the Garrison Crossing, and we do it in the dining room there. And we go through 6 classes. So the first night we'll do the white tea, and again we do basically this full range. But each night we taste a minimum of 2 teas. This is a black tea.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that cool? They fire this over pine needles. And
you can definitely smell
are
it. It's
going to
very
either
smoky.
love
Wow.
it or not love it. I'm going to only do you a small cup because it is strong.
I am scared.
You're scared. Oh, don't be scared. Hold it up.
Oh my gosh, here we go.
Here you go. Take a big drink. It's good for you.
It's very smoky, that's for sure.
And you know what? It actually tastes better than it smells.
That's true,
I find.
yeah.
It's very nice.
That was the same thing about.
And it's a black tea.
Wow.
But
well,
pu'er
that
is its own category again. It's not black, it's not green, it's pu'er.
It's pu'er.
Like oolong.
Well, it's been so wonderful. Thank you so much.
I love having you come to the
I
house.
did not know there was
Did you learn
so
a
much
lot?
into
Yes.
Well, that does it for this week's episode of Go on Shaw TV. Thanks so much for watching. Remember, you can find us on the internet through Facebook, Twitter, and even Instagram. And if you have any story ideas, you can share them to go_Fraser Valley at shaw.ca. Now, as for me, I got some teas to try. Ginger cream black tea.